Hey everyone, this is Iliana when she was 15 years old, when she was still in foster care and she was looking for a family. This is her telling her story. If you want to see the full interview, I will put the link in the comment section. I had to do a voiceover because the video is playing music. Stay tuned.
What's eating you? Psychology is here to help you. What's eating you?
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If y'all don't pick my sign up. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope this video finds you in great mental health, honey. I hope everything is going well for you and life is giving you everything that you have worked for and deserve. Oh, y'all. Whew. I'm back over here in the street sector. Ooh, child. If you met me, because I was doing commentary in the street sector, hey, Marcus, of Atlanta Street interviews, you know that I did a lot of content on Atlanta Street interviews. Was it last year? Last year, a couple of years ago, honey, yes, we ran it up, honey. We ran the street sector up until it imploded and fell apart. And then I gave it the peace fingers. Bye! But I always told y'all that if Marcus do something to get on my nerves, that I was going to come back and talk about it. And he don't mess around and got on my nerves again. Uh-huh. Now, y'all know Marcus was chasing down this story on Ilana and Tone. Now, remember Iliana, we met her because she was one of them little girls out running around on Peach Street that Josiah's took down. And you know, Josiah's put my girl, what's his name, Mucus channel, you know, it blew it up. But right now, I believe the last thing I heard was that Josiah's was locked up. So anyway, Iliana found her new man, as they do when you're a little street girl, and somebody got her pregnant. We don't know who the baby father is. Anyway, she linked up with this boy named Tone, and he was in the street too. Well, somehow, some way, these two end up getting married, y'all. And of course, they both got not of course, but they both have shared that they have mental illness, childhood trauma, childhood drama, just a match made in hell. In other words, Peach Street down there in Georgia, where all the homeless folks hang out. And so they ended up getting married. They had a tussle. Iliana went to jail. Marcus has been following this story with these two, listening to all their lies and alibis and made up shit. Both of them say they got all kinds of disorders. They making up disorders. They both definitely have mental illness with various disorders, you know. And so that is what it is. But you know, Marcus, he don't care nothing about all that. He looking for a good story. And so Tone's story got a little bizarre because the people found out that Tone likes to dress up in women's clothing. Now, Tone said he did all that because he was robbing people and that was his disguise. But the people in the street said, Tone be out there messing with men's. And y'all, a couple of the men's have reached out to me. What? And I said, I ain't in this. I said, okay, well, listen, I ain't really following the story like that. I'm sorry these situations might have happened to you, but that's not my judge what's going on with all of that. So anyway, Tone finally confessed up that he was dressing up and calling himself Dominic, Diamond, Child. I don't know what it was. But Marcus was, trying to. It just never gave what Marcus wanted it to give. It didn't blow up like Josiah's. Like, I think people was just like, not too much. Like, it's not really giving. They lied too much. But you know how Marcus is. He kept pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing. As a matter of fact, in the last video, Tone looked like he wanted to oops Marcus upside his head. But he know Marcus always got that pow on him, and you know what I'm saying? So anywho, now where we are, I showed y'all a video. That was Iliana. Iliana was in foster care up until she was 15 years old. Now, if you know the foster care system, that's old. You might as well be 30. And, looking for a family at that age. Now, listen, I believe that she did get adopted. Now, y'all correct me in the comments. Or she had a forever family or something, and she burnt their house down to the ground. Now, if that's not true, y'all tell me. But that's what I think I remember. And then they found her birth mom, who was also a foster kid from Russia. And I could tell you a whole bunch of stuff about them Russian adoptions. Let me just say, them shits didn't really work out to the point where the United States does not accept Russian adoptions anymore. And Russia had the nerve to say that they not sending none of their kids over here. But the gag is they were sending kids over here that was from parents that was in mental hospitals, drug addicts, drunks, and they were sending them kids to the United States. And then from there, the kids was having all kinds of behavioral problems because they was already messed up since birth. So anyway, so Iliana that's what she from. Okay? That's what she from. And so of course Iliana has a lot of mental issues. So Iliana went to jail, and Marcus wanted everybody to know that he was the one trying to get Iliana out, and he was going to court, and he was to try to get Iliana out, blah, 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 but she needed to stay her little ass right in there and be forced to get mental health treatment and get on medication, preferably a shot every month, so that she can have some sense of control over her thoughts and her life. Anyway, so she got out, and then she gave Marcus the boot. Her and Tone went missing, and they wasn't fucking with Marcus. And Marcus was pissed. So when he ran up on them on Peachtree, of course he wanted to get his lick back. And so he gonna go to Iliana and was like, did you watch my videos when Tone was exposed as a cross-dresser? Meanwhile, Tone sitting there like, boy, whatever. Tell her, she don't care. We're from the street. We do street shit. Da-da-da-da-da. So Marcus really trying to get Iliana mad. Finally, Iliana was like, Marcus, I sell my ass. Like, I've given ass away. Like, what you talking about is not making me mad. Like, beat it. Give us our little $10 and we gotta go. And Marcus just kept pressing. Marcus, they're not mad. The same way you wasn't mad when you was out here bumping and grinding and doing it to homeless women. Oh, and we started dragging you about it. You remember? You wasn't mad. You felt justified. So they're not mad. So it didn't work. So anyway, y'all, Iliana and Tone gonna keep doing what they do. They are damaged. And they're going to operate out of however they operate. And that's just what it is. I know they have hopes. Hell, when she was 15, then she said she was going to be a veterinarian and something else that didn't make no sense. Them two things that make no sense. She don't make no sense, and she ain't going to make no sense. It is what it is. As long as her basic needs are met, she eats, she sleeps, she got a place to go, and somebody to watch her if she get that baby back and monitor that, she probably should never get that baby back and probably should get her tubes tied. It's a wrap. It's a done deal. And Tone is just a street ninja looking for anybody that'll give him a nickel or dime something to eat. Or a little bit of Tutti Frutti Freshman Fruity. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for the street sector, child. I'll be back, but it stink over here. I can't keep coming over the street sector. Make my stomach hurt. Bye, y'all.
Guess what? I got a sale with me. And hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And hit that little bell.
Subscribe. Say subscribe to Psychology Eats.
Subscribe to Cowboy Eats.
Not Cowboy.